Because, and are you listening? Okay. Because he had no body to dance with. Nothing? No? No? There's no pleasing some people. Oh, hello! And welcome back to Archaeo Soup Towers at a very special time of year. Of course, it is that time of year when Halloween is fast approaching. And in fact, next week will be Halloween week here at Archaeo Soup Towers. I'm very much looking forward to it. And with that in mind, I figured I would share some of what's happening at the moment, what you can expect from us in the near future, and also a couple of hints and tips while I'm at it. So first and foremost, yes, it is Halloween week next week, and you can expect 2 or 3 videos from us this year. In previous years, we've really gone over the top and done 5 or more videos in Halloween week. But this year, for reasons which I'll explain in a moment, I just want to enjoy Halloween week. Not that I haven't done previously, but I really want to be able to relax, maybe watch some scary films with Mrs. Soup, you know. And so 2 or 3 new videos this year with some solid throwbacks to previous year's Halloween weeks, I think, will be plenty, and also good fun. So look forward to that next week. Halloween week is imminent. I can't wait. And actually, we're going to be decorating the office and the house this week. It's going to be great. With that in mind, though, actually, first tip of the video, this is a great time of year to buy educational props. Now, I love being an archaeologist sometimes, I really do, because all these things sort of combine and coalesce into one. And so my love of the macabre and also my professional life demands that I do have skulls here and there. And last year I bought this guy here for my prehistory workshop. And, you know, he's okay. He's not bad as a skull, but it's a bit, I mean, like the bottom of the profile of the skull is more like a shoe's footprint or something like that, isn't it? And the relationship in that sense between the jaw and the skull, the mandible and the maxilla, is not great. Whereas this guy, same price-ish, about £3, much better this year. Roughly the same size as an adult human skull. Actual articulation in the jawbone compared to the maxilla. It's great. And also that space there, it's perfect. Because in our prehistory workshop, we actually have at one point, the kids, normally kids, they sort of choose a bone from like a pile of bones and they hold up and they go, "Ah, we have a skull!" And this one's going to be so much cooler for them to discover than this guy here. So my first, tip, as it were, is if you're an archaeologist and you're wanting to talk to the public about bones, Halloween is a great time to stock up, because increasingly they're more and more anatomically correct. I mean, this one's even got the knitting on the between the different plates on the skull, with the sort of the more or less fully formed cranium there. I really like it. So Halloween archaeologists will like that. It's great. And actually, with that in mind as well, my second tip of the season is, if you have Netflix, you really should watch Christine McConnell, or The Curious Creations of Christine McConnell. And in particular, the first episode of that series, because she makes a bone cookie out of a pretzel for sort of for a bone, for a sort of spine within the bone to hold it steady. Peanut butter based moulding sort of material like clay, dipped in white chocolate, and then shaved using a potato peeler into the form of a long bone, and then expertly painted and pitted, and it just looks like a bone. Like I mean, frankly, I'm going to do that myself at some point. But also, I know lots of archaeologists who would love that on a birthday cake, maybe. It's a brilliant idea, and there's all sorts of other really cool, slightly macabre, but very, very edible stuff coming from that TV show. So, Christine McConnell and Netflix, check that out if you're at all into Halloween, eating stuff, and or you're an archaeologist. It's well worth a watch. So yeah, I think I'm very deliberately aiming for straight at an atmospheric, fun, enjoyable, relaxing Halloween week. And I think that's because it's been a bit of a strange year at Archaeo Soup Towers. You may recall that back in January, my mum passed away, and unfortunately, my brother and I in particular, are still dealing with the sort of hopefully the end now part of dealing with her estate. Because of it's been an odyssey of a year. It really has, with all the form filling and the rule researching and the travel and the lawyers and the well, on this form here you mention your mother's middle name. Why isn't her middle name on this form here? Can you prove that she's the same person? And it's like, for goodness sake. So I think after that, and after it really getting in the way as well of things like maybe site visits in the summer, I just want a nice, relaxing, fun Halloween week, and I think it's going to be fun. So yes, next week, can't wait. Later this week, you can expect a review of Early Man, Aardman Animation's claymation movie from earlier this year, all about the Stone Age meeting the Bronze Age and a football match. It's a bit strange and a bit disappointing, if I'm honest, but it's worth watching. So that's coming later this week. And after Halloween, I plan on revisiting and really tying down a video that I've wanted to make really for the past couple of months, or past few months, and that is a video about bricks and so-called ceramic building material. I have a really nice idea in mind for a video all about bricks and archaeology. So look out for that. And also, actually, there were a couple of interviews that I've tried to line up, and because of life getting in the way, I haven't quite managed to actually film with a couple of key people. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of months before Christmas, I should at least have one of those two interviews in the bag, in the can, ready to watch. So these are things that are floating around, in addition to obviously the standard fare like Questions of Doom, Archifacts, Watching Brief, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's the sort of stuff that's currently on my to-do list, along with a blog project that me and Liv are working on at the moment. It's archaeology in Skyrim, and a very particular goal in mind for the initial phase of this blog. We're still finalising it, so I won't say too much more. But we've designed the logo. I'm quite pleased with that. So there you have it, a bit of a Halloween update video, I suppose, ahead of a very busy week for me before Halloween week. I'm not remotely complaining, but for example, this afternoon, from about midday, I'm going to be in South Shields doing preparation for an open day that we're having on Saturday for the BMX archaeology project in Temple Park. That's going really well. Young people are really excited and interested, and actually the work we're doing to clear parts of the track is already starting to reveal a landscape that we're able to sort of interpret. It's really cool, and actually seeing some of the young people basically doing archaeology without knowing they're doing archaeology is great, because they're interpreting what does this curve mean, what was the intent of the track designer when they built this section. It's a little bit like looking at a monument, a prehistoric monument in the landscape, but it's a BMX track. It's great. But so that's midday until like 4, and then from 4 till 7 today we're going to be back in the library in South Shields. And hopefully this week we'll make a bit of a breakthrough, because last week, well, we did make a breakthrough last week. We found the very beginnings of the BMX track in the local council minutes and their proceedings, the sort of the county council proceedings book, where they recorded that local people got together, BMX riders requested that the council provide somewhere where they could do BMX biking, because the roads were too dangerous, and so they petitioned the council. That was in March '83, and by May '83 we know that they had assigned £200 to the county surveyor or the authority surveyor to locate a suitable place for a temporary BMX track in Temple Park. So we're getting closer and closer and closer. And so maybe tonight, maybe this evening will be the breakthrough when we actually find the funds, maybe even a plan, maybe a specific mention of location for this thing, and we can start bringing sort of, I suppose, the desk-based research and the field work that we're doing together, and have something really cool to show people on Saturday. So yeah, so it's going to be a busy week. I'm looking forward to it, but I just figured that a bit of an update today would be in order. As ever, guys, until next time, do take care. Bye bye.